So Ben, bravado and quirkiness aside, Azim-Davies looks to me like a man who's completely lost his desire, doesn't expect to win and isn't bothered about winning, is just interested in the purse. Do you take issue with that? You don't believe that he's lost all desire and doesn't expect to win?
He said to me off camera, I made a massive mistake and he's going to beat Azim. And I know from speaking to his camp, he's trained extremely well for this. He knows how important it is. He doesn't want unnecessary pressure. And he's a character. One minute he's saying this is going to be his last fight. The next minute he's saying he's going to fight longer than anyone else will continue. So he's a character. He'll say anything. And that's what makes it entertaining. And I'm going to speak to Adam after this saying, do not let that fool you, because you're going in there with a serious guy who's fought far beyond your level, and you're going to have to be on your game.
And obviously, despite what O'Hara says about you making a massive mistake and he can't believe you took it, you're obviously you don't agree with that, and you're pretty confident that he will win, but it'll be a good test for your men.
Look, in boxing, that's why we love the sport. You never know what's going to happen. You never know. Do I know that this is a very tough test? Of course. Do I know that this is a massive step up? Of course. Do I think this is a harder fight than Harlem Eubank? I do. It is a risk. These fights can go either way. You can win, you can lose, whatever can happen. That's what makes it a great fight. Of course, I expect Azim to be able to put on a statement and show the world how great a fighter he is. But anything can happen. One punch can change everything. We saw that last week. We saw that with Azim-Davies last time out. That's the sport that we're in, and that's why we love it.
Moving on, because I realise your time's at a premium, how damaging was that situation at the weekend to Ben Whitaker's momentum and brand?
For me, it's a big moment in his career, and it's either going to make him or not. I believe it's going to make him. I think we all go through life sometimes where we think things are easy, where we think we're on top of the world, where things are coming to us like never before. He's become one of the most recognised sports people in the whole of the UK overnight. And that comes with huge pressure. It wasn't the Ben Whitaker that I know. I knew that from the first round. I knew something was very wrong. However, this, I believe, will be the making of him. And sometimes we all need moments in life like this. And we see it in so many big people's sporting careers, those moments that define them. And I believe that he's going to use this in it to his advantage, and we're going to see a much more focused Ben Whitaker.
You say you knew something was wrong from the off. People have picked up on the fact there was no showboating and outrageous swagger. I thought maybe that was just because he wanted to show another side, but do you think it was more indicative that he wasn't in the right headspace?
I think there was a mix of things. I think I've never seen him fight like that in my life. I've watched him in the gym plenty of times. I've never seen him get caught with shots like that. He wasn't right, and we'll look into why he wasn't right, and we'll correct why he wasn't right. And as I said, I think for me, in a way, I think we'll be looked back on this and actually, in a very strange way, be glad that it happened, because everyone needs moments like this, and I think we're going to see a different Ben Whitaker going forward.
It seems that you entertain the idea, at least. I saw Curtis Woodhouse today saying that he believes that he folded under the pressure. He said he's a tough guy, he's proven that even with his amateur success, but he said he believes he had a meltdown on the night. So it seems that you think there's a certain amount of credence in that theory, over and above the injury or discomfort he might have felt.
I know it wasn't Ben Whitaker, but to suggest he faked an injury is ridiculous. He was out with an injury for nearly 9 months, I believe, with a neck injury. He's gone over the ropes, been landed on by a 13-stone guy. Immediately I'm thinking, Jesus, because I know what we've just come out of. And he's hit his ankle on the stairs as well. I've been to see him in the hospital that night. No one can fake that. The reality is, I don't care about that. I care about the performance before that. Do I think he was possibly winning the fight? Yes. Do I think he might have regained composure and won it comfortably? Yes. But that I'm more concerned with the rounds that we saw and the fact that wasn't Ben Whitaker.
In closing, you're probably already fed up of fielding questions about this, but you did mention it too. You made a little jokey aside to it as you started today about spats being promoters and this kind of battle for kind of primacy and visibility on stage with Frank Warren. Do you want to tell me about that again from your perspective?
Listen, I don't care about primacy and visibility. I know a lot's been made from that, but when
that's what he said. He said, he kept saying, will I be on camera? He said it was ridiculous. He wanted to be here, he wanted to be there. Is that a good impression?
He is. First of all, it is a very good impression. I think I knew when it was caught that he pushed me, he was going to start deflecting and start going into other things and start trying to make it. The fact that we even have to contract to get a ticket shows the level of what we're dealing with. And I'm glad that it was seen on camera, because it's only a small part of what goes on. And yeah.
Ben Shalom, thanks. I'll let you go.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks for making time for
Appreciate
Shalom Stretch. Thank you.